has a prolific career as an illustrator and artist. He's taught both in Kansas City at the Art Institute, the Maryland Institute College of Art, as far as, you know, and in slew as many other institutions and private classes and lessons and things like that. And currently teaching at the School of Visual Arts in New York, which is a great institution, especially for illustration. I think a lot of it just is really looking at the line quality and the textures and, you know, his use of the medium. You know, you can tell this man has had a lot of practice with this medium. He's done a lot of great things. And the work itself, just the conceptual nature behind it as far as looking at the urban landscape, especially, you know, the subway scenes, which is where most of this work is stemming from. Just the idea of being down there and drawing and feeling that emotion, feeling that movement that happens that we don't necessarily see out here, you know, in the rural parts of, you know, America. Phenomenal Kansas City artist, tapping into the urban hip hop scene, and has made a name for himself, both as far as a fashion designer as well as an urban designer, and, you know, kind of doing now more formal exhibitions in galleries, both in the community and at universities and other art spaces. Phil's a prolific worker, makes a ton of work, has a great sense of community. You'll see a lot of the images are Kansas City-based images. You know, just his sensibility, and is able to pull together a community that isn't always necessarily into the conversation of, quote unquote, the traditional art scene, such as the urban community. It's been, you know, really great to see that bridge happen. There's about 20 artists involved with Whoop-De-Doo themselves. So it's pretty much an artist collaborative effort. There's not per se one person or one artist that is Whoop-De-Doo. So it's a great community building event. It's a great artist building event. And here we had over 20 students from our own campus become involved with putting this together. It's made of 90% recycled materials, pretty much just cardboard, plastic. You name it, they found it, they would use it. The only thing we actually purchased for the exhibition is actually just tape, pretty much masking tape, and that was about it. Everything else we had here, or they dumpster dove, or they found it somewhere. So it's a great example of something like, or I guess it's a great example of seeing an artist's imagination at work. Again, it's a collaborative process, so every person that walked into this space and helped out with it had something new to add to it. There was no right or wrong answers. Whoop-De-Doo came in, they set the theme, and they kind of had a rough layout of what they wanted to do, but as far as the actual execution, everything was done on site. Everything from, you know, the whale to the maze to the ice shack, everything was done right here and was invented here, and that was a great thing to get the students here involved and to become part of that process.